Welcome back, everybody. If you're new, my name's Nicholas, and this is Investing Against the Grain. As you guys can tell, I'm not in my normal setup. I'm actually currently in my fiance's office. If you can tell, as most of you know, she designs hotels, museums. She's actually working on a really cool project right now for Motown in Detroit, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, so I'm hanging out in her office today, doing this from my phone, if you can't tell. She's had a long day. She just got off with that Motown client for a 3-hour phone call. So I figured I'd just jump on the phone. We'll just do a quick video. That way she can rest and just kind of regain her composure, her mind, and just kind of de-stress. And then we can have a nice dinner. I want to talk about today, the stock market. Tesla ripped. The whole market really ripped. All right. Tesla went up to what it closed, $711.11. So that's a pretty strong day, pretty good comeback after what we saw last week. Last week was just atrocious, right? We saw the reaction after the 75 basis rate hike, and then the day of, and then the day after, it was just everything else just kind of collapsed after that. So it's crazy what's happening, all this seesawing. I really think it's going to continue like this for some time. But again, maybe I'm just a hopeless optimist when it comes to these things. I'm also a hopeless romantic. But I'm a hopeless optimist when it comes to this because I truly believe that Tesla is still extremely undervalued. I mean, I understand a lot of companies, right? Especially if you're talking about companies that aren't profitable yet, companies that aren't generating, earnings per share in the positive direction, and they're still borrowing, they're still going through different series, they're still trying to go out to the markets to fund their growth. All right, look at a Lucid. Look at a Rivian, right? They have problems. Even companies like Ford and GM, they have a huge debt issue right now, at least in my opinion. And Tesla doesn't have any of that. Tesla doesn't have a revenue problem. Tesla doesn't have a profitability problem. Tesla doesn't have a debt problem. Tesla doesn't have a cash flow problem. Tesla doesn't have a problem with creating new factories or mass scale production. The only problems Tesla really has right now, to quote Drew Baglino, is raw materials, right? Lithium, nickel, things of that nature, steel, stainless steel, right? That's the real fundamental limitation. It looks like Giga Shanghai is about to have a record output month, and they haven't even expanded the current factory, and that's not even included the factory that they're going to build, which will take about another year. But it's supposed to be a extension of Giga Shanghai, but it's really a Giga Shanghai Part 2, if you will. So a lot of good things happening. We saw Berlin hit with that 1,000 vehicles in a week. That's great. That's optimistic. We're getting there. We're ramping up. Austin is going to start ramping up more, hopefully here soon, and we can see a little more details when it comes to all that. But when it comes to Tesla, it seems like it's on a island on its own, and it's getting caught up with all of these waves that really shouldn't be part of the Tesla story. But unfortunately, until we get past some of these crazier macro environments, especially with all of the algorithm trading that happens out there, Tesla's going to get caught up on this. So be careful out there. Don't get too high on the high days like today, and don't get too low on the low days like we saw last week, the day after the Fed rate hike. All right, we're going to see more volatility, but I still believe that the second half of this year is going to be positive. Even if we're in a recession, I think that it will be a positive outcome the second half of the year. It's just going to make, let me take a step back. For Tesla, I think for Tesla it'll end up being positive. All right, I still believe I have my end of year 2022 set at $1,200 a share. So you can check that out, my Patreon link somewhere down below in the description. But yeah, overall, I think Tesla's doing the right things. I think Elon is doing good Elon stuff. And I think we have exciting times ahead of us. Again, seeing the Shanghai numbers, this is great. Seeing Shanghai open back up, seeing Berlin continue to ramp, Austin, right? All this stuff is great. And we haven't even accounted for the uptick in Fremont, right? So all that's good stuff. And then we have the FSD beta. Oh my goodness. FSD beta is just growing faster and faster. It is now estimated to be at over 200,000 FSD beta users. And they're looking to expand to Australia. And they're looking to provide something, I think, by the summer to the EU regulators. So this is very bullish, okay? Sure, we can see what's going on with Waymo and Cruise. And yes, they have actual robo-taxis that are out for pay and they're charging customers. Sure, cool, you can have that. I'd rather have the company that is scaling this throughout the whole world, the company that has hundreds of thousands of users, not the company that can make a little railroad track around a couple streets of a city. Right? That's not scalable, and that's not going to go far. So I'm very optimistic when it comes to FSD beta. And remember, Elon had predicted that by the end of the year, we'll have about 1 million beta testers. So let's just, give them a 20% differential there, or margin of error. So say it's 800,000. Still, 800,000 beta testers? That's insane. That's a lot of testers. And on top of that, how much of that revenue can they start to recognize? Right? That's going to be another impact. And also, how many of the FSD purchases are being pulled forward? In other words, are they prioritizing people who have bought or paid for FSD beta? Right? Sure, I think there's a rumor or or at some point, I think there's communication that they had stopped doing that, but I find that hard to believe. It makes the most sense. It's the same reason why they prioritize the higher, more expensive vehicles first with the Model Y, the Model 3, right? The higher trim packages. So I think it's all bullish for Tesla. And then August we still have AI Day. I mean, with Tesla, it's the only company that I could go on and on and on about all of the things that they have coming up that are still bullish. I can't do that with Apple. And frankly, even if Apple were to be having an event or anything, Apple tends to just always be a letdown. Microsoft, what's Microsoft doing, all right? Microsoft's a bellwether. It's steady. Microsoft is a lot like Amazon. Like they're reliable and accountable, right? AWS, that's not going anywhere, right? AWS is growing. Azure is growing. Now, as far as AWS or Amazon in their marketplace, and they have Prime Day, I think starts soon, maybe next week. Prime Day will be a big day. I'm sure that they're going to have record numbers, even despite this current environment that we're in. The big problem that we really need to get past with all of this is oil. If oil can start to come down, moderate, whether it's demand or supply increases, one or the other, then maybe we can start getting excited about all these other names. But until that happens, for me, the only thing I really see out there is Tesla. Tesla has the story. Tesla has no debt. Tesla has the cash flow. Tesla has the factories already built. Tesla has more demand, more backlog than they know what to do with. And that's the big thing that differentiates Tesla from all these other companies. You can say any startup, any big FANG or anything of the nature, is that Tesla has such big demand and backlog, right? Even if a recession hits, it would still take 6 months to a year for Tesla to fill all of that backlog that they have. So again, Tesla is just in a class of its own. And that's why I'm still so bullish on Tesla. Look, I'm going to be at the Lightning game tomorrow for Game 4 of the Stanley Cup. Right now, the Lightning are down 1-2. So, hey, shout out to both teams. They're doing well, but we need to step our game up, right? The last game that I saw, the away game, it wasn't too good for us. So we definitely need to step it up. I think we'll do good. I think we're going to win tomorrow. Knock on some wood here, but it's going to be exciting. But with that said, I'll probably make another video much like this. I'm trying to play around with doing some on my phone here like I'm doing right now, just so that I can get more content out to you guys at a faster clip. The traditional stuff I do, it takes a lot of time. I go through, I edit, I put some music on it, right? We have to create the thumbnails, right? And we have to upload it, right? All that takes a lot of time. So I want to try to get more content out to all of you faster, and hopefully this medium works well. So let me know about down below in the comments. Is the audio decent enough? The picture, the lighting, obviously the light is not great on my face right now. You can see I'm, kind of a little sweaty here. Just got back from a walk. So let me know, because I would like to put out more stuff, but I also don't want to just put stuff out just to put it out there. I want to make sure if I'm talking to you guys, it's just something of value. So if something comes up throughout the day, maybe I can just pop on and say, hey, just had this thought, right? And I just want to put it out there for all of you guys. And truthfully, one of the ideas I got from this is just watching Meet Kevin. Right, Meet Kevin, you'll see him just go on and he'll just make these quick videos where if he's walking, or even Yashu, right? Yashu has his, what's he call? His Tesla, Tesla Talks. Yeah, where he sits in his Model 3 and he has Tesla Talks. I feel like he should call it Tesla Tea, right? Like Tesla Tea. At least that's what the young kids call, like the news or spilling the gossip, right? Tesla Tea. So I thought that'd be pretty cool. Or Tesla Tea in the Model 3. Ooh, that's got some good alliteration and rhyming. So that could be good. All right, we're gonna leave it there. Do me a favor, if you like this stuff, you know what to do, the like, the subscribe, all that stuff. So if you want, do it. If you don't, no worries. Again, I more so care about your feedback down below. Is this okay? Do you guys think this is okay medium, so I can put more stuff out there at a more timely manner that maybe isn't as refined, but hey, you know, I want to talk to all of you. I want to be more engaged with all of you. So again, just let me know. And if you want to hit the like button, go for it. I appreciate it. All right, I love you all. Peace.